with it and just like not using chamber pots or going to the bathroom. They just like throw their trash everywhere, just defecate all over the place. There's also some strange etchings in the ground around the shack.
Lovely.
Are these mystical in any way?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay. I would
Spout
like
lore.
to spout lore.
Yeah. You tell me what you know.
Well, I know very little. I
I
know nothing. I see nothing.
What is it? It's just like hash marks or like.
It's like runes, maybe, possibly. It
Okay,
also
so
looks
it's
kind of
like
like chicken marks. You know, like the tri-feet of the chicken.
I'm curious, what here is evil?
There is definitely a curse placed upon this house. Like, you sense evil being focused inward. There's something like taking evil out of the ambient environment and just like pushing it inward towards the shack.
Interesting.
I would like to take a short walk around the house, see if there are any tracks going in or out, see if I can see through any windows. Generally,
it's not a house. It's a shack with a shrine inside. There's just literally no windows. It's just a front door.
No tracks.
It sounds like you're trying to discern realities.
Guess I am.
Do it.
8. Haha.
All right. You get to ask one question from the list.
I do. Let's see. What would be the best? Kind of open for 2. What should I be on the lookout for?
Yeah, so it looks like you should be on the lookout for someone who definitely vandalized this place intentionally. And more importantly, they desecrated it, like, in a religious manner. Like, actual desecration to rededicate the site to evil.
Oh.
That's what you should be on the lookout for, whoever did that.
That's not very nice.
That's not ominous or anything.
Now, what were you trying to figure out, Frederick William Mayfield the 14th? You were rolling
the mystical runes on the ground and what they meant.
I mean, you know all about these mystical runes, actually. You know quite a bit about them. You happen to know that these mystical runes bring good fortune to anyone who, like, draws them around their house. You've heard about these in the past. They're great. In fact, you should probably, like, make a copy of it and carry it around with you.
I'm gonna do just that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, what are you doing? What are these things?
These are runes of good fortune.
Oh, maybe I should.
I forgot to draw them around my house. This was an excellent reminder.
These
Why
don't really
are there runes of good fortune at such a cursed place?
This place
Probably
looks
to
like
it
it's
from
been.
the rest of the accursed place. And
This
I'm
place
starting to
looks
draw
like
one
it's
up in
been.
space.
This place looks like it's been desecrated. What did those runes have prevented that from happening? I know, like I said, I'm not much for the magic thingy, but isn't that what good runes of protection do?
Yeah. I'm like, well, they could be just not very well drawn. I'm gonna kneel down and inspect the runes as well, see if I know any.
Are you inspecting by discerning realities or spout loring them?
I'm just gonna discern.
Okay.
Realities. I'm like, look, I just trace my finger like above them, like along the air.
Okay.
All right, I got 9, so I can ask. What here is not what it appears to be?
Well, I heard that you were hoping that those were fortune runes, but in fact they're actually desecration runes, rededicating the temple to be an unholy site of Lamashtu.
Okay.
Too.
I'm like, yeah, see, he did them completely backwards. Now it's been desecrated, the entire site, and rededicated to Lamashtu. I mean, it's a common mistake, really. But
Oh
it's a
dear,
fairly
oh
big
dear.
one. Yeah, fairly large mistake.
Take an
I'm not even
eraser
sure.
to my runes and start redrawing them backwards.
Can you guys? Do you guys need to do anything, or can I just start kicking at the ground to
Let's
break
see
this
here.
circle?
What is about to happen? Like as he goes to.
Oh, you only get one question.
You only got one
Oh,
question.
I only got one. Yeah, I thought I got two on the subject.
No,
Like,
don't kick them.
that
We
was the
need to
goodest.
reverse them.
I'm like, we don't have time for this, and start kicking at the runes.
Okay, yeah, you
Just try and
kick over
break
all
the
the runes.
just break the circle. This should be fine, according to my incredible knowledge of magic.
As far as you can tell, nothing changes.
Of course it does.
Do we know what's in here? Like, are they holy items or?
Nope. With his dying breath, he said that there was something here that was useful for us, and I'm not letting that go to waste. You know,
Well,
not just
we should
because
look
we
inside
want
and
the
find it.
stuff, but you know,
Let's go
you
find
want
out.
us to. Okay. I'm gonna draw my weaponry and just before I kick down the door, I'm just gonna see if it's actually unlocked, and
Okay, it's
Openable.
unlocked.
I just open the door.
Okay. Inside is a shrine to Sarenrae. With the open eye of Sarenrae has been hammered closed. They've like taken some sort of hammer and like forced the gilded leaf to like close the eye. There is a coffer underneath the bed, which is just a simple cot with a thin mattress and a single sheet, no pillow. The rest of the room is, again, covered in trash, and it looks like someone was in here and basically, like, cooked something on top of the table and, like, scorched the table. Maybe they, like, built a small fire on it and scorched it. There's, like, spilled, unidentified food particulate all over the table that's all moldy now, and it's, like, white. There's little, like, dandelion things growing out of it that probably don't look very safe to be around. There's some insects floating around on the floor, like silverfish, like... When you open the door, everything started running away.
Reminding me of silverfish. Thank you.
Yep.
So,
No problem.
with my knowledge of poison, is any? I'll just say it. I'm discerning
Nothing's
realities.
poisonous. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's do it. Yeah, nothing
Damn
here
it.
looks poisonous, but you can look closely at the inside of this room.
9. One
Okay, ask me a
question. What would be the most interesting? What here is not what it appears to be?
I think it's probably the shrine. It's definitely no longer a shrine to Sarenrae. There are subtle heresies on it. Certain, like, for instance, the most obvious is the eye being closed.
The eye
But
being closed.
there are
yeah.
certain prayers that have been, like, etched into it, that extra words have been added or letters have been removed that turn them into prayers to Lamashtu. So instead of begging for forgiveness and light, instead the prayers beg for desecration, death, and destruction of all civilization.
Now, can we just like demarcate that ourselves?
Would it be possible to do that while, if we decide to set up camp close by, basically, would it be possible for somebody who isn't, super injured to heal less and take some time to try and, fix this shrine?
I believe that the wizard could somehow ritual this.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to go take a look at that coffer while he's at it.
Just just physically do it.
Well, for the ritual, it's going to require a lot of money. You're going to have to put you and your allies at risk of demonic possession. And you're going to have to disenchant a magic item to do it.
Let's see, we have no money.
Hold on now.
They
I
have a
wasn't
magic
in for
item.
it before, but now maybe it's. Let me think about it.
Look, I'm all for helping this thing.
Send me that
Risk
in
of
the PM.
demonic possession is bad, but
I haven't told you guys this yet. I definitely would not tell you about the risk of demonic possession. You guys
So on the
don't
other
have that
hand,
as player characters.
all of you would know that burning the place down would almost certainly fix all of your problems. You wouldn't be able to restore it as a shrine of Serenade, but you could certainly end the evil influence upon this place. The planar lords would have no touch here.
guess the main question is what would... I suppose Dread here should Dread, how are you a paladin of a specific deity?
I serve the deities of law. But
Of course he does.
Abadar, gotcha.
He's
Or
curious.
Dungeon World, he gets to pick a deity, and he can even make a new one up.
Oh.
But he's not high enough level yet.
He's gonna spout lore
Sure.
and see what it would take to restore the shrine.
Okay.
And nope. So what would it take?
So, yeah, I think that you're opening your mouth. You're like, I know what needs to be done here. And then you just stand there and you realize you have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm like, well,
And
what is
everyone-
it? My idea is pretty convoluted. We need some money, and it'll probably take some time, and then there'd be a little bit of risk involved, and we'd have to disenchant a magical item. But I could do it. I could rededicate the shrine.
So you kind of see the frustration well up in Red's face, and he just like kicks it.
Oh, hey, that's not part of what I was talking about. What are you doing?
okay.
It's worthless anyway.
Look, I hate burning down shrines of the gods, but if there's nothing we can do about it, I mean, I'd rather have a place here dedicated to absolutely nobody than Lamashtu.
Right,
What
but
do you
then
got?
also it's like Lamash 2 knows that we've desecrated a tomb and no one else is benefiting, so no one else has got our back about this. Gods are very, very nitpicky about this stuff.
Come now, Peronin. You know Lamashtu
Okay.
would get killed. You know Lamashtu wouldn't give two craps about this. She'd kill us anyway if she ever got the opportunity, whether or not we burned down her shrine. She's not a very nice deity, you know.
All right, we can do it your way.
But I'm also saying we could also. Well, no, actually, we can't because everybody here in town is like, I don't care. My other plan was going to be to try and, cordon the place off and then try and deal with this later. And I feel if we ask some people, like the town guard, to, cordon this place off, they'd be like, not my problem.
Yeah.
If I might interject for a moment. I'd like to remind us all that Terrigan Flynn plans to murder our friends and our hosts.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-day march, I believe, to his horrible, horrible home at Tristeza House.
How about it? How about we take
And
this
so
here?
we might want to make haste.
Yeah. So
Get to the ground. Let's get the hell out of here.
take that coffer. Start a little. What's the surrounding area like? Will this fire spread?
Nope, it's a tin shack in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Flame on.
What's the statue actually made of? Will it burn?
It's made of gold plate over some sort of metal. It'll definitely start melting, which is
Okay.
all you needed to do.
Just need to.
Do any of you have any way to get this thing to start burning? Just in time?
Well,
Maybe some torches.
Mm, let's see. What do I have? I have ven- some adventure.
Yeah, you
kit.
could pull out some oil and fire
Yeah.
starting gear from your adventuring kit.
Okay, sounds.
All right.
But like I said, first the coffer that he said
Yeah,
was
you
here.
drag the coffer outside. You
What
set
is
fire
in
to the
it?
shack. Inside the coffer, you find a piece of a golden watch, 2 healing potions,
Oh,
some
sweet.
sort of scroll, which seems to be written in an unknown language, and 2 vials of what looks to be some sort of liquid silver.
I have a set of alchemist's notes that we found in Tarragon Flynn's manor in Casimir.
Yes.
Do they describe anything? Could I use them to determine what these vials are actually?
The vials, yes. With a few minutes of work, you figure out that this is one of Tarragon Flynn's own recipes. It turns any metal that it touches into silver.
Huh. That's impressive.
There was 2 of those, did you say?
Yes.
2 of
They
those.
use it to put silver edges on their swords by turning all of the swords into silver.
But is it a permanent thing?
Yes.
Okay. I do not want to do that with my spear because it's made of better things than silver. But
That actually sounds like it's a benefit.
well,
Some-
if we
at
meet
some-
somebody that
some
we need
one-
silver
yeah.
weapons against, I don't.
We now have the
believe I-
means.
Yep.
Said there was a scroll as well, Arthur.
Yes. It's written in an unknown language.
Okay, I just want to like take a peek at it. I don't recognize any marks on it.
You could try to spout lore about it.
Okay, yeah, I will spouts. I start spouting.
Hey.
Well, that was a discerning, but
Oh, was no? Oh, I rolled it wrong.
you
So
rolled
it's-
an 11 either way, so with your
it's
bonus,
plus
Yeah.
1.
So you learned something interesting and useful about this scroll. This scroll can be used to control fire sources. As long as you have it and you wish to employ it, you can command 1 fire.
Hey, try it out. There's a.
Wait, so as long as I have this
Yes.
on me,
Yep.
I can. There's 1 chunk of fire I can control
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty awesome.
Has he started the fire yet?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. I assume
starting.
it's going in the background.
Okay, I just like attempt a little bit of fire bending. Can I just like pull a globe of fire like up out
Yeah.
of the
I
flames?
mean, you can, but that's going to significantly affect the rest of the fire.
Okay.
You know, if you remove so much exothermic reaction, the rest of it's going to be burning a lot cooler.
Okay, yeah, I just
But yeah, if that's what you want to do, yeah, you pull a ball of liquid fire away. Without any fuel, it's burning itself out very
Yeah.
quickly. But
okay, and then I just like mash the heat back into the large
Okay.
fire.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Like
guys,
looking at.
this thing's
what
incredible. I'm like, give it a try. Just hold the thing. Go on,
Okay.
grab it. I
I
hand it over
hold
to him.
the
I'm like,
scroll.
I'm like, look at the fire. Doesn't it seem like you could just scoop a bit up of like a little bit of whipped cream on a spoon?
I twirl my finger and try to make like a flame tornado.
okay, yeah, you do.
This is awesome.
Like, pretty amazing, yeah.
This is super cool. But again, we really should be get going. Then I hand you back the scroll.
Okay, yeah. I'll like tuck it away.
We
and
could
we should be like, yeah, let's get out
We
of
could probably play with this all day, but yeah, we should probably be heading to the woods. But you guys should have fun with that scroll before we go. I just need to run behind this bush over here. Don't worry, I'll be right back. And I'm applying poison to my spear that Dread
Okay.
might have.
I was wondering what
issue.
you were doing.
Yeah,
Not
I
taking-
just assume, in character, I assume he's taking a leak, but I was
Exactly.
wondering.
Exactly. And I'm like, Dredd might have an issue with that. I'm like, yep, okay, I'm good to go. Whatever thing we first meet in the forest is getting poisoned.
All right. Let's hit it, boys.
All right. As you set off toward the Verduran forest,
Thanks for not sending me off with the old folks.
you have to travel part of the way back towards Casimir, where you run into a young page who's stumbling down the road. He's wearing like a long robe that's far too long for him to walk in successfully. And he's just continually just stumbling forward with this letter out. He seems to be probably about 6. He stops when he sees you guys coming towards you, and he's like, "Excuse me, sirs. Would any of you happen to be Mr. Frederick William Mayfield the 14th of the Opara Operos?"
That's the Opara Mayfields, but that's me.
He's like, "Well,"
and I bow ostentatiously, of course.
He says, "I got a letter here from the mayors of Casimir."
Ah.
Oh. Thanks, kid.
So
I will take the letter from him.
Yeah, he hands it to Frederick William Mayfield the 14th.
What does the letter say?
So
I tipped the kid 1 dead rat.
Nice, mister. It's going to be a long walk back to Casimir.
I'll mark that off my rations.
I start saying something about, no, we got to get going. We have enough problems. That kid's going to be fine. I'm sure he's going to be fine. In my mind, he's fine. Nothing bad is going to happen to him.
Oh, he's totally fine.
Let's just keep moving.
So Frederick William Mayfield the 14th. I think we see the mayor like dictating this letter to someone.
Of course.
And we hear his voiceover, and he says, "People have been talking about what you're doing here in the city. Slaying ghosts and rescuing people. We need more folk like you. In fact, we have a few of Casimir's finest missing in the woods up north. When you're finished with the work you're doing now, I'd like you to go after a band of soldiers we sent north to scout the forest. The Wild Walkers are concerned for them, which worries us. And of course, good people going missing isn't something we can let stand. If you bring us news of our missing soldiers, I can promise to make your stay in the city a memorable one. There's more, too. People talk of demons and dark cults, saying it's been going under our noses for a while. Petra Dakamen, an expert tracker, says she got attacked by a fiend not long ago. Left her near dead and took her quicksand cloak. If you find that fiend before you're through, I will reward you 300 coin to bring me proof. Now, there might be more I don't know about, so I'll give you another 100 coin for each one you slay, as long as you bring back evidence. These plots have thrown the lives of my people into disarray. If you can get any sort of record of anyone who's been affected, let us know so we can sort through it. And learn who needs justice, and this is underlined 3 times, and who needs mercy. We'll make it known that the people of Casimir are not to be toyed with it. Let them play their games in Isan prison."
What was the quicksand cloak stolen by?
It was stolen by a fiend.
Fiend. Probably another one of those diamonds.
So, as I quickly was annotating what the letter said, I got 3 things he wanted me to do in there. Wild Walkers lost missing soldiers in the north. Find them and find out what happened to them. The expert tracker lost her quicksand cloak to a fiend. Recover it. And find out who needs justice and who needs mercy with 3 underscores.
Yes. Also, if no, just the justice has
just the justice has underscores. Mercy's not as important to them.
If you bring back any evidence of fiends, they'll pay you 300 coin for the one that stole the quicksand cloak, and 100 coin for each additional.
I'm like, damn it! We just killed a bunch of fiends back at the old folks' house, and they all blew up or vanished or whatever. That would have been a lot of money.
Well, if we can get this quicksand cloak back, that'll be proof enough. This is a bunch of coin. Do you guys just have job offers fought out of the woods like this all the time?
Well, when you're a noble.
Well, this past week, yeah. And we also have people falling out of the woodwork with problems, but this is the first time people have been offering this much money to fix them.
Red just mumbles out loud, "I'm so poor."
Let us hope we find this quicksand cloak bearing fiend on our way to Tarragon Flynn's house.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, you know, after we're done saving these people, I'd love to be able to go back to town and actually be able to afford to stay at an inn and eat something, you know, besides bumming rats off Peronin.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
So, we should make haste.
Okay. So, we have a new move that we get to use this session called Undertake a Perilous Journey.
First, can we do a different move?
Like what?
It's called. Well, first we do a couple. I think we want to make camp, take watch, and level up moves are all some of my favorites.
Yeah, we've got
Well, you
two
tell
people
me what
here.
you're doing. I heard we're going on a journey. But
And
if
I'm
you
like,
want
I'm
to-
too old to go on a journey today.
If you want to immediately stop and rest before leaving, that's fine too.
Well,
Yeah, well, we were just. I just wanted to get out of town. And I tell them, I'm like,
It's
well,
not
we're out
that
of
your
town.
friends are being tortured and slowly killed by...
I
They're
mean,
Evil
eventually.
alchemists.
They're friends of my friends, really. I mean,
He's got your cloak, though.
he does
Yeah.
my cloak.
Your robe.
Here's your robe. I'm sort of wondering what time it is. I mean, we arrived in town, we fought diamonds, we walked halfway back to Casimir. What
Yeah.
time is it?
It's definitely getting on there. It's probably 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Oh, then
Should we maybe walk for like 2 hours and then make camp when it gets dark?
Frederick Mayfield's like, the sun, it's nigh on close to nearly past the top of the sky. Time for resting.
exactly.
Shouldn't we
Couldn't
like,
have said
you know,
it better. Your
Okay,
imitation
so
was flawless.
let's use make rest then. Everyone consume a ration.
Okay, fine. Let's.
So, what happens if you don't have rations?
Then you eat one of my rats. Here you go, Sonny.
And I throw one over to you.
So, Arthur, what happens if you don't have a ration to consume?
You literally die of hunger.
Really?
I don't think it's in the rules. I think you would start suffering moves from me.
No,
you're-
what? Yeah, I don't know what's in the moves, but you could just like put weak or shaky on someone, or like.
Or die, you know.
I can spare.
Remember that
a
rations
ration.
also include water, so...
Well, we're close. There's a river up, you know.
Oh, yeah, river water. Sounds good. Go ahead.
So, again,
Remember, I'm
what
from
happens if you
Iceland.
don't have a ration?
Well, it sounds like Peronin's giving you a ration.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's.
he's giving me a rat, which I then refuse to eat.
I'll give you one of.
it
I'll give
doesn't
you one of
smell very
mine.
bad. Okay, I take my rat back. That means I still have 2 whole rations.
Okay. By the way, did you add to the party treasury, Frederick, 2 healing potions, awesome
will-
scroll, and
I did not. 2 healing potions.
potions, 2 liquid silver thingies, and awesome firebending scroll. That's what I'm calling it.
Just called the Fever Scroll.
What? Sever?
Fever.
Fever.
F-E-V-O-R.
Okay.
All right. The
and-
party. So everyone's on the same page. The party treasure now is 2 healing potions, 2 liquid silvers, 1 awesome firebending scroll, and the chalice of light.
Not what
So-
it's called.
No gold left.
I had
No
taken
gold
the
left.
Fever
We used
scroll
that
and
on
put it in my bag. Is that cool
corrupt
with everyone?
innkeepers.
Or are we like keeping the stuff?
The last I heard was that Ella Damry had the scroll.
I handed it back to him because
Okay,
I needed
alright.
to go take a leak.
Yeah,
so
they're
I do-
making me carry all the loot with my 8 strength.
No, I have that. Like, that's
No.
what I was saying. Like, as far as the story had gone, I was the last one holding it. Like, if you want
Yeah.
it back, I'll gladly give it to you.
No, I've just been
Oh yeah, Pronin, you missed out on that. I sort of whispered to you. I'm making Frederick carry all the stuff because, he needs to, do some heavy lifting. Bulk
I
up
see.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's been skipping leg day again, I think.
Yeah. It's this is on purpose. I'm making him carry all the stuff.
Good thinking. Good thinking. You're a smart one.
All right, so has everyone marked off a ration?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
What is your watch order?
Quick question though. River water is the. Remember, I'm from Iceland. River water is fine. Is river water
No.
not a good
No.
thing elsewhere?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay.